Hey guys, back and we are playing XDefiant. Today we're going to be doing working on unlocking Titanium Prisma stream, Master of Masteries action. We've got the vector close to Titanium Prisma. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be working towards unlocking Titanium Prisma and then playing a quick game with it and whatnot, as we do in the Master Masteries in XDefiant. Let's go and check it out. So double XP weekend is going on right now. So I've got the gun to 350, so 50 more levels. But with double XP, we should be able to speed through that a little faster than normal. That's why we've got 50 levels as opposed to 30 for the final stretch. And yeah, that's the plan. We're going to just grind out the vector, complete the remaining levels, unlock Prisma on it, and call it a day. Yeah, when I did the initial gold grind on the vector, I really, really like this gun, especially for like close range combat. It is a beast. Since I recently been grinding for Titanium Prisma, honestly, like when I ground out for gold, I was extra aggressive with it. Whereas of late, I've been feeling a little out of it and all, been a little sick for the last few days. So I haven't been quite as aggressive, and it kind of has tainted my interest in the gun maybe. Because I do think the gun excels at getting very close and then like melting people and kind of like being ultra aggressive with. But like I said, with me being a little under the weather this last week, haven't been able to go to that level that I feel I need for the weapon. And then it's sort of like the gun does fall short elsewhere, right? But hopefully we'll be able to knock out these 50 levels and utilize its potential, unlock its potential by being aggressive with it today. Hopefully. I'm not gonna lie, like I thought I'm still out of it. I don't know, man. Like I've expected to recover. Like I didn't expect being under the weather this long would last. I don't think I'm fully like sick or anything, but I'm still like out of it, man. I've just been out of it this whole time, honestly. But regardless, this is the build I've been using for the Vector 0.45 ACP. Like when I did the gold grind, I talked about like not one question marking the like stealth barrel. I did do a little experimenting with the thing, and honestly, this is the build I like with this gun. It's what I've like been using. It's what I used for the gold grind, and even after experimenting post the gold grind, I still think I prefer this build over the others that I tried out messing with. So muzzle booster plus 2.5% of rate of fire at the cost of horizontal and vertical recoil control. The stealth barrel, 0 meters minimap visibility range, 0s minimap, 0 seconds I guess, minimap visibility duration, plus 10% short and medium range at the cost of minus 5% movement speed and minus 2.5% of rate of fire. The reason I didn't like the stealth barrel is because I use the echelon class a lot, and having the 0 meter minimap visibility and the 0 second minimap visibility duration, it's part of the passive of echelon, so you don't need a stealth barrel for that, right? But I just find like the other things that give you the short and medium range boost, the cons are like areas that I don't want to like remove. I don't want to mess with on this gun. So just having this, even though it has aspects of it that are kind of negated or like irrelevant considering the class that I use, the echelon class, I still think this is the better barrel personally for this weapon, for the way I use it. Small vertical grip, plus 10% ADS walking speed, plus 5% ADS speed at the cost of 15% minimum and maximum spread accuracy. I'm actually really curious to know what this spread accuracy, how this affects the gun. Like usually when they talk about the spread, that's the hip fire spread, right? And it's not got anything, it doesn't mess with your ADS spread. But I'm wondering if this does mess with your ADS spread. And if that's the case, I'd probably want to consider swapping things out. But like I said, at the moment, this build's been working for me, so I'm going to keep it the way it is. And for the most part, you want to keep this gun so close, so messing with the spread isn't that big an issue, because of the ranges that it excels, it's okay. You'll be like so close, the spread won't matter as much. The extended mag, plus 15 magazine size at the cost of minus 15% of reload speed and minus 5% movement speed. And finally, the leather wrap, plus 10% ADS walking speed at the cost of minus 5% sprint shoot time. So yeah, this is the build that I've been using. Like I said, this is the same build that I used for the gold run. I haven't adjusted it, even though I did experiment after. I felt like this was what I liked. This is the stats for the build. So as mentioned, we have got this gun to a level 350. So we have Titanium Violet and Azure unlocked. It's just the final stretch for Prisma that we're going to be doing in this stream. So we'll play a quick game with gold equipped, and then we'll throw on Violet, play for a bit, throw like, Azure on, play for a bit, and then we shall... once we unlock Prisma, we'll play a quick game with that. I'm not equipping escort and zone control. Both modes, like, I think zone control would be okay with this gun. Escort definitely not so much. Like, there's too many range fights for escort to make this gun worth anything. But we'll avoid those two modes anyway, regardless of... like, it's not particularly popular mode, so... How come I only have 2 dailies instead of 3? No, yesterday I had overeaten and my stomach was so messed up. But I skipped our dinner and just laid about watching the esports finals for the Modern Warfare 3, which was very good. It was very entertaining, the finals day. Enjoyed myself watching that, but yeah, stomach cramped all night, honestly. I slept fine though. Like when I went to sleep, I just passed out, and then when I woke up, the cramps were gone. But yeah, I was still feeling out of it, honestly. Probably do a little bit of bonus section after unlocking Prisma on this gun. Level up some other guns, take advantage of this double XP nonsense before it goes away.
Team deathmatch. No need to keep a low profile.
He's trying to slide away, do all sorts of slippery bullshit. You know, when that like proxy mine pops up, if you shoot it, you don't give credit to the enemy team, it seems. While it's like in the air. Aye.
Like you've done this before.
Alright, let's get Violet on there. Looks good. Looks good. The coverage on the vector is what definitely was the most appealing aspect of making sure I wanted to do this grind. And the gun being fun to use. I do like the worn look to Violet. Like sometimes the guns like have a really like shiny look to it. Looks okay, but I prefer the worn look that it has, like it does on this vector. Yeah, lunchtime, like because of yesterday, like stomach cramps, I went easy on lunch. I had stuff that hopefully doesn't mess my stomach up too much. It is still feeling like weak, I feel. But be cautious with what I'm eating today.
force authorized. 3, 2, 1. Take out the enemy team. Less scalpel, more sledgehammer, agent.
Jeez, man. We're definitely not on the Indian servers these last 2 games. But we're close, I guess. I messed up there. I crouched. I don't know why he stood up when... Nah, doesn't matter. People are running the shotgun. Well, I mean, good for them, I guess, man. Finally, they fixed the bloody shotgun. Shotguns were so rubbish for so long. The fuck, man? I think the guy behind me had the angle, but it didn't. I don't know.
Don't make this a habit, Agent.
Dude, whenever I've used that flamethrower, it has no fucking range, man. No range whatsoever. Yeah, whenever I die to it, it's like they're getting, like, they sniping me from, like, across the map, it feels like. Well, not really, but, you know. It hits me before it, like, even reaches, the flame even reaches me sometimes.
We missed the opening shot. Go secure the capture zone. Capture zone contested. Allies on the
For some reason, I thought that dude was like my team for a second.
zone under assault.
as bad.
Compromised. Locking down the zone. Capture zone is moving. The zone is danger. Allies on the zone. Capture zone contested. Allies on the zone.
What's up, Slayer? How you doing?
New location. Now. The zone is danger.
No, come on, man. I'm telling you, there should be some shoot through. Like, I feel like when you're shooting through an enemy, like it doesn't give you like bullet penetration. I don't know.
We're on the zone. Danger zone is moving. Sending new locations for offset now. Zone under assault.
No, what?
Allies on the zone. Big capture zone is moving. Zone under assault. Capture zone here.
Yep.
You got the win, agent. What's next? A ticker tape parade? The brass would love that.
Ten win streaks pretty nutty when you're like. I think actually win streaks, if you're not like squatted up with like a large squad, even like just one player squatted up, a large win streak, like as your thing, that's actually suspicious. If you're fully squatted up, that's different, right? But like even like when you're like squatted up with just like one or two people, what'll happen is they'll put you with a lot of like low end people, right? So it becomes very hard. You really, really need to carry. Not saying those guys won't. 10 isn't too high, but it got me thinking about that UAE character that people seem to think is, or at least Wild seems to definitely believe they're cheating. They only pair up together, two of them, right? Like UAE 1 and UAE 2, that's their names, right? And when they were on my team, before I knew they were like suspected players, they won like a 38 win streak. And I was like shocked. I was like, what the hell? That's like nuts, right? But that was prior to like knowing that they were like, you know, that people were suspicious of them. And then it sort of makes sense. It's like, okay, like even if you're like God tier with two people, just you and your friend, you ain't going on that larger streak, win streak. Again, totally different if you're like squatted up with like 3-4 players and the bulk of your team is there, right? And you're all good players. But just you and a buddy, the matchmaking and the team balancing isn't so strict, but it ain't so forgiving either. Like you ain't getting those kind of like for 36 or 38 games in a row. or more than that, right? Again, like I said, if you're grouped up with a large group, that's different. Like if you're fully squatted up, you're gonna have like you're gonna go on like huge streaks, obviously. But yeah, I've noticed even if you're just squatted up with one person and all, like they will put you with the like really weak players, dude. So trying to get that like massive win streak, that becomes quite a lot more difficult. Not impossible though. There are people that are very capable of carrying teams on the regular.
Team deathmatch. No need to keep a low profile.
Again, we're not on the Indian server for some reason.
3, 2, 1. Eliminate all hostiles. No need to interrogate anybody.
This gun definitely like benefits from no lag. Like if you're on the good like Indian servers and all, it does.
Get to work. I'll brief you
Hell.
on the go.
Weesh. That guy's.
Armament acquired.
I'm telling you that M4 is still shit, man. What? I could hear that buzzing sound, man. Fucking invisible sound.
Handiwork. This operation's already underway. Get to work. I'll brief you on the go. This operation's already underway. Get to work. I'll brief you on the go. I'll allow it.
That was silly of me, but. Oi! I was out of bullets.
Keep it up, Agent.
Move, move, move.
Weapon procured.
Move, man! Fucking dude, man. I tell you, the like collision on this game. I guess better than. Better the collision than fucking the way like COD works, so you like get bounced completely out of like the whole. Another realm, man. The way you. No.
You got this. Anything the hostiles do now is likely too little, too late.
We.
Ready for deployment. The brass will never say it, so I will. Good job, Agent. Guess there are worse ways to blow your cover.
Like 7 and 10 win streaks, not like. That's not really like. Sus. It was like I said, the sus one was the UAE guy who was like on a 30 something win streak, and I'm pretty sure he was just paired up with his buddy, who was named after him. UAE 1 and 2. let's go with Azure. Yeah, the vector, the camo coverage. This is what I mean, dude. Like when the camo coverage is like just nicely applied to your whole weapon and all, it looks so good. It's unfortunate, like so many of the weapons, if you use like stocks and all, like it doesn't apply to those things. It ruins the grind. It ruins the value of what should be a prestigious like reward. But at least in this case, it's got some proper solid coverage on my build for the vector. So it looks good. Dude, again, I'm not in like an Indian server. Why do they keep putting me outside the Indian servers?
Domination. I'll peg 3 objectives on your OPSAT. Assault them at your discretion. Three, two, one. Your mission is to secure the capture zone. Capture zone secured. Capture zone contested.
Are you kidding? Like, there was actually like next to no damage done to that dude. I saw a little bit.
Capture zone contested. Capturing zone.
That one I understood. She was in the heal box thing.
Capture zone A. I'm detecting hostiles on zone.
What is that dude doing?
Capture zone A is at risk. Friendly's going for zone B.
Ah, I'm bloody spider bot bullshit.
Hostiles on A. Friendly's on zone contested.
You don't actually have to capture us, you know. As long as you got the blue like center thing, that means you're still getting points for that. off for a second. What's up with Dave? Yeah. The MP7 build's good. I mean, we can't win it. Good God, man.
You're off your game, Agent.
Yeah, that MP7 build's good. Yeah, I agree, man. I'm proud of it. It definitely, like, it wasn't like fully like, I mean, it was my build, but like I watched this guy called Exclusive Ace. He usually does like Modern Warfare like breakdowns and stuff like that, but he's been a fan of XDefiant, so on rare occasions he'll do breakdowns on XDefiant stuff. So like he talks about like the different barrels and like the effectiveness on certain weapons and all that. So that heavy barrel came from like one of his breakdowns. It wasn't from his build, but like he broke down the heavy barrel in particular, and he mentioned like how it was really valuable on the MP7 in particular, whereas other weapons it kind of like doesn't really do a whole load. So it was because of him I tried out that heavy barrel. But yeah, I'd recommend checking out his channel, like Exclusive Aces. Like I said, bulk of his content is like Modern Warfare related, but he has been breaking down like XDefiant stuff on occasions in some of his videos, and usually very useful stuff. I don't know him personally or anything like that. I don't know him personally. I just appreciate his content. Fan of his content because it's usually quite informative. Both in, like, I mainly watch him for Call of Duty. Like the breakdowns he does in COD.
Looks like the shooting started already. Secure all
But
zones,
yeah,
Agent.
he's a fan of this game also.
Tested.
No, are you kidding?
Friendly's going for zone B. Team captured.
Dude, are you kidding? Oh, these guys are all 16 pingers, dude. The hit reg in this game is like so wonky, dude. Even the slight like ping difference, and it's like that drastic a fucking time to kill where like things are not registering. I feel like my EMP grenade should have stopped that. Hey! Teammate was just staring at him for so long, or what?
Sector Zone A is at risk. Hostiles on the scoping Zone B. Zone B compromised. Zone contested. Zone compromised. Friendly locking down Zone C.
What are you guys doing, idiots?
About to lose B. Zone Zone C compromised.
Where did that ball fucking come from? Is it always there?
Allies on B. Zone contested.
Uy.
Under assault. That was hardly that close, Agent.
No, I haven't played Assassin's Creed in a long time. Like the last one I fully played was Black Flags, Yadi. And then I've not played like properly. Like I haven't gotten into the other ones. This guy went on a 10 KD. I used to like Assassin's Creed a lot. Like the last one I like tried to get into was like this Victorian era where you played the brother and sister like in England, and I really didn't like. I just couldn't get into it. Like I stopped it very fast, and I was like, I'm just not into it. I used to like it a lot though. Assassin's Creed was a good game. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been Assassin's Creed 3. Oh wait, Syndicate. Oh, are you asking me if it was called Syndicate? It might have been. I don't know. I don't remember the name. Yeah, I beat all the Ezio Assassin's Creeds and Black Flags. Actually, oddly enough, I haven't played the very first Assassin's Creed. It came out at the time where I should have played it too, man. I was really into games and all, like, and it came out and like there's so much hype for it, and for some reason I couldn't get into the first one. But then all three of the Ezio trilogy I got really into and beat those. And then, like I said, Black Flags I got into. Black Flags was actually a really good Assassin's Creed. Who's my favorite assassin? Probably Ezio, because no, actually I really liked what's it called? The Black Flags guy too. 1 minute. Yeah, I mean I don't remember. I think Edward sounds about right. Edward does sound about right for the thing. But I liked Ezio also.
3, 2, 1. Take out the enemy team. Less scalpel, more sledgehammer.
Like, Assassin's Creed was always a really grindy open world game. Like, I mean, like, it was always like super grindy with activities to do. But I do think they went a little overboard with it at one point where it's just like too much. Like even like I think that was like the most like off-putting thing about like the Assassin's Creed thing. Was at the time I used to be like heavy into like trying to complete stuff like as much as I could, right? And it really did feel like there was too much to do. Like it got like it would, the commitment level was like too much, in my opinion. Like it would be like overwhelming thinking like, oh god, if I start this Assassin's Creed, I'm gonna have to like collect 100 fucking feathers or some shit like that, right? Yeah, a lot of games, man. A lot of single player games, like I don't know, man. Before I even start the game, I'll see it and I'm like, oh my god, it's so grindy. And then I feel like overwhelmed by it. And then I just don't play it. Which is, I guess, unfortunate.
Explosive ordnance deployment.
Good god. Little shit, man. Fuck it.
Eliminate all boxes.
Yeah, I know about Resident Evil. Like, I played the Resident Evil 4 like when, like on the PlayStation 3 or whatever, 2 or something. Long time before like they remade it. I played like 4 and 5 Resident Evil. And actually like way back in the day, like my friend showed me Resident Evil, like a Japanese friend of mine introduced me to the original. Like he had it in Japanese, so he'd sit there translating it, trying to like. But like we didn't get very far in the original, like. Oh my god, that should not have happened. Oh, teammate, please. Oh, nice. I haven't played the remakes. I usually don't replay games, and also like remakes don't really interest me as much. Like I still have my like Resident Evil 4 copy. Like I think Resident Evil 4 originally released on the Nintendo Cube or whatever, that Cube game. But I got like the one PlayStation version of it. Actually, it might be a PlayStation 2 version of it. I think that's where they released it. It wasn't PlayStation 3. But whatever, I have the PlayStation copy of it. Like I think Resident Evil 5 was a PlayStation 3 release, which I also have my copy for that. Got me a nice little collection of old games that I used to play. Where's Harsh? What's he been up to? He disappeared. Yesterday. Seemed kind of upset that we were playing that mode. I wanted to know why he didn't like that mode so much. God, let's play something else, man. Jeez, getting the same map again and again. Anyway, I guess it's not a bad map, so. So are you younger or older too, Harsh? Like you're his younger brother or something? You're like still in school, I'm guessing?
Team deathmatch. Not one of those ops where you avoid contact. 3, 2, 1. Neutralize the enemy team. Right in your wheelhouse, agent. This operation's already...
Okay, that was... No, my aim. What on earth? Damn it, there's someone behind me. Oh, nice, nice. You know, once you get bronze, then the like silver and gold are like in. It's that initial stretch, man, that is fucking so slow. Getting to bronze. Let's go. We got it. I knew it too, man. I should have stayed away from that dude. I knew that was the guy who did it. Like, activated it or whatever.
What's next? A ticker tape parade? The brats would love that.
Titanium Prisma unlocked. Let's go. Looking beautiful on my vector. God, I really do hope they fix the camo coverage on like the other weapons where it applies to attachments and stuff. They are really nice camos. They are very nice camos. It's just like, please take the full on coverage. The weapons look so good when it has full coverage of the weapon. Stocks, and in snipers' cases, also the optics need to have the coverage if you're using the other attachments. So important. And I hope they fix it like so it's retroactively fixes for the other like camos, like gold and all. Like they have like made adjustments from this camo. Like here, I'll show you. So before, like in the bronze, silver, and gold, that black centerpiece, like where the magazine attachment connects to the gun, right? That didn't take coverage, right? Whereas with the titanium series, it covers that area too, right? So it's sort of like they fixed that section of that coverage for the Prisma like camos, which I don't mind. In the Vector's case, I don't actually mind the gold silver like coverage on it, like not taking over that section, right? But I hope like whatever next camo they do, right, or whatever thing, that'll cover the like stocks, but then they won't fix it for the other ones, right? I hope that's not the case. I hope they go back like for the ACR and the L115 and all those guns, right? And give proper coverage for those things. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, it looks good on the Vector. No, I haven't played Clash of Clans. Is that the medieval game where you like? I think I've seen like a YouTuber play it, and I was like really interested by it. But I'm not sure if it's the same game that you're talking about. I'll have to look it up. But I've definitely not played it. Mm. For a long while, I just stopped playing all other games and just played COD for like a really long while. Either that or I just wasn't motivated to play other stuff. So I just stuck to COD, my comfort game. And then like only recently, like actually like I started branching out again. Like in college, I used to play all sorts of stuff. And then came back to India and I was playing a bunch of stuff, but then stuff happened and I stopped gaming for a bit. And then when I came back to gaming, it was just Call of Duty that I wanted to play. I didn't really want to play other stuff. Dude, why can't teammates just stay on the zone, man? Fuck. I know I don't, but I'm playing SMG, dude. I should be running around trying to clear out the zone a little bit. And then once I clear it out, they need to just step in and fucking hold.
We're locking down the zone. Capture zone is moving.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he told me he was doing. Wait, no, you kidding? I thought I got him first, man. And then, like, I was surprised he was still fucking swinging at me like that. Yeah, I presumed he was in college. Like, pretty sure he told me. But... Hey, that was stupid.
Contested. Allies on the zone. Capture zone is moving. Sending new locations for offset now. The zone is dangerous. A professional courtesy. Ready for deployment. We're locking down the zone. Capture zone contested. Capture zone is moving. We're locking down the zone.
No way! No way! I had shots on him first, man. He was so low.
Zone compromised.
You know, Yadev, that day that like we were playing that, what's it called, in the headquarters, and you were playing the objective, and we were running around, right? And you like apologized, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, like I did badly, right? But you were the only one playing objective. It was actually our fault we lost. Like, when you're playing this role where you're like clearing out the zone, right? The person playing the objective just needs to hold the zone as best as he can. It was our job to protect you from the people coming into the zone.
Allies on the zone.
So actually, we failed you in that one. Is the joke. Because instead of like, they kept on breaking through us and then coming to you, and then you're like you on your own there, like against like 3 people, and it's gonna be a difficult fight. Dude. This lizard guy is getting away with murder. I think he was the laggy guy last time also, man. Like where his, like the hit detection on him was like way off. Again, man, this guy, I am putting a lot of bullets into these clowns, man. A lot of bullets that should be killing them.
Down the zone. Capture zone contested.
I don't know, whatever. Yankee. Good detection.
Zone under assault.
Well, even last time I was playing, that lizard guy had like this really weird freaking time to kill. I don't think he's cheating. I just think his connection's bad. No, I'm stuck. God damn it. I turned into that corner and just stuck myself there. Like the people running around, like I'm trying to run around, when you're doing this, when this mode is there, the point is not to run to the like the other end of the map. The point is to like get behind enemies and what's it called? Try to clear them out so like your team has a I don't know, his time to kill is not bad now, but in the beginning that lizard guy was. Teammate, just walk in front of my gun, won't you, man? Block all my bullets. I got him, man. I had him. Ah.
You're winning your game.
Dude, how did he kill so many, man? Bullshit. Fuck, man. Our teammates were getting slaughtered by him or something, dude. I kept on killing him, man. He hardly killed me. Right, oh, I forgot shotgun. Thumbs up to OBJ. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. Close. Teammates actually played OBJ proper. But yeah, like the three of us that were running around outside the zone, like when we were playing the Occupy with you, right? It was our responsibility to keep that area safe and clear while you stayed on the zone, right? The fact that they kept on pushing into the zone and breaking through us, it was actually our fault. It wasn't yours, that game. When you're playing that outside zone in Occupy like I was, the point is not to go so far away from the zone. It's to keep wrapping around and messing with the things. So you keep killing them and clearing out the area, right? At times, if you can get into their spawn when that happens, right? Then you can wrap around into their spawn and then you need to like play like around their spawn while you spawn trap them. But if you're sitting in their spawn and they're all on the other side, then you're not really doing anything, right? So yeah, like often like what I see like people doing is they'll run around, they're going for kills and all, but they're not actually protecting the zone when they're going for kills properly. You don't need to be on the zone, but you need to be near it. You need to be making sure you're picking them off and sending them back further away from the zone, right? Whereas if you're on the opposite end, especially in hardpoint and this Occupy mode, if you're on the opposite side of the like zone, right, and you're killing the like enemies, what's happening is you're blocking the enemy spawn from far away, so they'll end up spawning closer to the zone, right? And this is the same with hardpoint and COD and all the other games, right? So what you want to be doing is actually like killing them near the zone, so you're spawning them further away from the zone, right? But like people don't understand that when they're playing Occupy. You'll see them just chasing kills, and they'll be on the other side of the map or way. So what ends up happening is they're killing enemies and they're slaying out. But more times than not, they're just sending their enemies closer to the zone, and because they're nowhere near that, the people trying to hold the zone tend to get like overwhelmed. But yeah, I was thinking about that last time, like when you apologized, you're like, oh, sorry. And after the like stream ended, I was like, actually, that was kind of our fault, man. We were running around trying to protect the zone and we kept dying and losing those like gunfights so they could push into the zone harder, right? So it ended up being actually more on us. Titanium Prisma unlocked. Looking beautiful on the vector. Truly beautiful. As I've been, the coverage is so important. If it's got full coverage on the weapon, it looks really good, right? So that's the... Please, developers. These are mastery camos that take like hours and hours to unlock. Make sure you're giving us full coverage on the weapon, no matter what attachments we've got on there. Again, in this case, it's beautiful. It's looking beautiful. Very happy with it. My favorite gun, the joke is like, actually like in XDefiant, I find like the weapon balance to be really good. Like the weapon balance in this game is like excellent. What isn't good is the network, is where it like falls short. So like as long as you're in a good server and you're playing like, and like there's not like, I don't even know if it's hit detection. It has got to be hit detection and stuff like that. But as long as you're in a good server and your time to kill is feeling right, most of the guns are actually excellent. Like I couldn't pinpoint an exact one. Like I like the ACR, obviously. I like the MP7. Those seem to be the more versatile of the AR and SMG like weapons, right? Hey, pish pash. What are you going on about? But then something like the Vector, right? This seems like a much more specialized SMG, like where you want to get close and in like the face of enemies and all, and you want to rush around. And like I said, the tighter maps and all, this gun excels in my opinion. But then there's the MDR in the assault rifle category, where again, it's a significantly more rush heavy assault rifle because it's got that SMG hybrid style, right? Then the AK is there. It's a little harder hitting, but a little harder to control. So there's like it feels like it's more rewarding when you get those kills with the AK, and it isn't a bad weapon either. The snipers are like so much fun in this game. Although out of the snipers, the L115 is, in my opinion, the better of the three snipers. The new sniper, then the TAC-50, and then the M44 or whatever. I haven't really been messing with the LMGs as much, but they're also really good. Apart from the RPK, that's kind of bad at the moment. I haven't found a good build for the RPK. The other two LMGs are like excellent. Like the M249 is more maneuverable, but still LMG gameplay, while the M60 is slow, but significantly harder hitting, right? The balancing in this game is just insane as far as weapons go. And even the marksman rifle, like, I didn't really like the SVK. I haven't used it much. I only got the attachments leveled up on it. So again, I'm not comfortable with my build with the SVK, so I'm not ready to completely throw that out of the window. But the MK20 SSR, it's a brilliant like weapon for marksman rifle gameplay. Very effective. And actually, like, I haven't yet started like experimenting with the shotguns yet, right? Because initially the shotguns were like straight up bad. Out of all the weapons, the shotguns were like awful, right? But now, like, the shotguns, they've fixed it somewhat, so it's a little bit more reliable. So the shotguns are like looking like they might be worthy of like messing around with. Yeah, the MP5, like, even at launch, the MP5 was like probably one of the weaker SMGs in the game. They have buffed it since, so it is slightly better. But yeah, MP5 was a bit on the weak side. I do think like now it is better though. I do think like since the recent buff that they've given it, I just leveled it up the other day. It is feeling better than initial levels, like when I was grinding it out earlier. Same with the M4. Like that was a really weak gun initially. They have buffed it since. I still don't think it's like the best AR or anything like that, but it is better. It is a better gun now. Yeah, just all in all, I feel like the balancing on the weapons really does encourage all sorts of other like weapon usage. Like it isn't as clear cut as like, oh, you have to use the ACR, you have to use the MP7, right? I do think those are the better weapons, but like just marginally, you know. If you're being intelligent about like the maps and the weapons that excel on those said maps, right? You don't necessarily need to stick with the ACR and the MP7. Whereas with the ACR and the MP7, it's kind of like you can get away with it on most of all the maps, right? That's why I think most people are drawn to it. And like I said, it is marginally like the superior weapons. So like that slight edge is there with those weapons. But in my opinion, there's so many good guns in this game that are worthy of experiencing. Like I said, this gun in particular, right? It's a very niche kind of like thing that you want those tight maps. You want to get up close and be aggressive with it and all. But when you have that kind of like opportunities based on the maps and you're utilizing the weapon the way it should be, it's hella fun, man. It's like a whole different way of playing the game, right? Like often when I'm playing the ACR and all, I'm being more slow and like holding lines and stuff like that. I'm not being as aggressive. So yeah, like a lot of these weapons, based on how you want to play, the maps and all that, it has its own things. Where the game falls apart though, is the networking, unfortunately. So like what might happen is like, if you get into a lobby where it looks like things are like good. Like it's so weird, right? This game, the difference in ping sometimes are just marginal, like 50, or like it'll be like you're 30 and they're 16 or something. And in those, like in that range, 16 to 50, right? It's not really that drastic a connection difference, honestly, in all honesty. But in this game, there is such a drastic, I presume, hit detection issue or network code issue that those subtleties can have drastic effects on your gunfights, right? Not always. Again, most of the time I'm in connection lobbies where like the gunfights feel normal and stuff like that. But there are times where like there isn't like that big a difference in connection, and yet the gunfights and the net code or the DC, I don't even know what it is, honestly. It sometimes blows my mind, like where like I mean the biggest example was like when I was playing against Wild the other day, right? And he had a 30 ping, I had a 30 ping. But I can guarantee the time to kill when I was shooting him, I don't know how it was for him shooting me, but when I was shooting him, like it was not matching up the normal time to kill, right? I presume that's because he was in North India, so he's closer to the servers and all. But as far as like the ping numbers go, we were on equal footing as far as ping goes. But like I said, in this game, there is something like sometimes where that will mess things up. And it actually has significantly more impact in the gunfights than what feels like in other games. Like, dude, I play Halo at like 300 ping and all sometimes, right? Like that should be technically completely unplayable, right? Yet in this game, like when I'm playing like even 50 ping, which means I'm not in an Indian server, I can feel the difference, man. Like even in COD, like I feel like when I'm playing sometimes like 70 ping and all that, there is still some level of consistency in some of the gunfights and all. Here, sometimes the consistency is so off, it's so weird, dude. Like I don't understand it. Because like I said, the difference in ping sometimes is just so minuscule. In most games, it would not matter. And again, most of the time, it doesn't matter. It's just on occasion, you'll notice that stuff. And unfortunately, that has its effect on, I think, some people's perspective of the weapons and stuff like that. Like tying back to the initial conversation. So like I said, the last few days, I was also like not feeling this gun. Today I was like, dude, I did pretty well with it, I feel, all in all. Like, I enjoyed myself. I don't know. Now that's good. That's really good. Yeah, 25 is an excellent ping. That's like better than most. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bonus section, so I'm going to wrap it up. I am Indian. Full-blooded Indian. Give me a second. I'll keep chatting. Bonus section. That's it for today. Vector Titanium Prisma unlocked. Looking beautiful. Another Prisma weapon in my vault. Still plenty more weapons to grind out though. So we will keep at the weapon grind. Actually, I'll tell you, season 1's been quite productive as far as camo grind goes. But I mean, I guess that's because that's all that's been there to do in this game. Another kind of me moaning about something, but I have been quite productive with my weapon grind this season. Hopefully there's more to do though soon, because the weapon grind is getting a little monotonous. But still, very proud of the collection I've created for myself in this game so far. And Vector is looking real nice considering the coverage on the weapon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already. And I will catch you later. Bye. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw the coverage on the Vector, I knew I needed to go for Prisma on it. It looks good, and the gun was fun to use.